how do we help people get from where they are to where they ultimately want to be? And what I would contend is that most, if not all, problematic drug users don't want to be problematic drug users. They either want to find a way to abstain, or maybe entertain the idea of, can I use a drug in a way that's not problematic? And what this enables us to do is to take people on where they are ready to begin their journey. So in this sense, we can extend the reach of our traditional treatments. And what I'm suggesting is we don't need to dismantle our traditional treatments. They have been very helpful to some people. But extending the reach by starting where people are ready to begin the journey enables us to engage people in earlier stages of change around whatever goals they're ready to begin working on. So then this leads to a central harm reduction principle, which is that we need to start where people are. I mean, this makes pragmatic sense. So this is incumbent upon us. Well, and that might set up failure. And if we then determine that the patient wasn't ready for what we offered, then we blame the patient potentially for our failure. But if we wonder, what can we offer the patient that would actually be relevant to where the person is? That puts the onus on us to create creative treatments that actually are relevant and appealing to folks. That's the kind of treatment that I hope that we can all offer. Treatments that people want to seek out. Now, the second principle is small incremental change. How do we get from where they are, or help them get from where they are to where they want to be? The abstinence-only model says, do it because I tell you to. Do it because I won't treat you if you don't do it. What this model says is we can begin the journey wherever the person is ready to begin the journey. And as I said, our challenge is how do we partner with them? We now want to shift our way of understanding problematic drug use to seeing it as on a continuum of risk, a continuum of severity. And I think this is more real to people's experience. People can move up and down the continuum of severity. So what the harm reduction approach suggests is that we can partner with people who may be experiencing severe harm and begin working in a step-by-step in a positive direction toward the greatest reduction of harm, which may be non-problematic use and ultimately abstinence. Small incremental changes build self-efficacy, reduce harm, help people begin to feel better and feel better about themselves so that they strengthen motivation. And then they propel next steps in positive change. Finally, the last principle, I think, is collaboration. So this is another central shift from our older treatments, which are what I call authoritarian and prescriptive. I don't know about you, but when people talk to me like that, I kind of bristle. How do you know what I need? Get to know me first, and then make an informed recommendation. Drug users know more about their drug use and why they use and what the challenges are than we do. But whenever I'm meeting anyone, I'm just meeting them. So I presume that this person is an expert, has expertise in their experience that I don't have. And so I want to invite that person in to bring their expertise, bring their strengths, so that we can work together as a team. So our job is how can we make an offer to someone that actually appeals to and speaks to their needs such that they become motivated to engage in this process, this therapeutic process, and then we can work together as collaborators in understanding what's the nature of the problem, what's driving it, what might be a treatment plan that would very specifically be tailored to that person's needs. How do we create a relationship that enables somebody to feel safe and free to bring us into everything that they're doing? So now we can think of this harm reduction stuff as an engagement strategy. We can support them wherever they're ready to begin their positive change process. I like to say we don't need to know the destination to begin the journey. We'll discover what the best destination is. In fact, very frequently people will come in and say, I wonder if I can keep using and keep functioning well. And then we can take that on as a question to figure out and answer together. But I would like us to have interventions that meet people there before they've really tumbled into a terrible, terrible drug-related crisis. So abstinence-only, as I've said, may have limited appeal, but it pervades our culture, and I think it's important for us to really examine ourselves. How much have we bought into that? Why do we believe in it? Is it realistic? Does it work? I'm just inviting questions here. So I think that we're in the middle of a scientific revolution. Scientific revolutions happen when the prevailing way that we think about something increasingly doesn't seem to be working well. The data doesn't support it, and we have to rack our brains to come up with a new way of thinking.